Good evening. I am Richard Hubble with CBS News. Today, June 10, 1943, several young Mexican-American men were violently attacked in Los Angeles by our military servicemen. This attack, which came as a result of the discrimination and prejudice harbored by our citizens, is the worst race riot to date in American history. Many of these immigrants came to this country through humble means, seeking economic salvation through the Bracero program. For those of you who are unaware of this act, it allowed Mexican nationals to migrate to this country under working visas in order to replace the depleted workforce of men who are currently fighting the good fight in faraway lands. These men, dressed in a new style of clothing known as zoot suits, were singled out due to the clothes they wore as well as their race.
As you can see, the suit is characterized as a long, trench coat-like jacket with baggy pants in a very hip and modern style. These people were simply trying to live the American dream, working hard in factories and dying to become American citizens. However, the acts of the few have deprived them of this dream. We now take you to the scene with reporter Edward Moreau. Eddie? Jose Monroy is a young Mexican immigrant who came to this country under the provisions of the Bracero program. He hails from the city of Tijuana in Baja California. He is 24 years old and came to this country originally to support his family back home. However, recently he has been earning enough of a living so that he could send for his wife Rosa and 13 children ranging in age from 8 years to 1 from Tijuana. He works on the Evergreen Estates as a sharecropper and a farmer. He is simply looking for the chance to make something of himself, and has been one of the hardest working farmers on the estate, according to the owner of the lands. He is a simple man and has never participated in any wrongdoing or illicit activity. His visa runs out in 5 years. However, he wishes to become an American citizen and stay here permanently. He grows corn, rice, and potatoes, and is a major contributor to the war effort. Without his crops, our troops would be lacking the basic supplies that allow them to be such an effective fighting force. I got a chance to interview him about the recent events that have been occurring in Los Angeles and the surrounding area. He is very brave for choosing to speak out about the crimes being committed against him and others like him.
Thank you for sitting down with us today, Senor Monroy. I know it's very tough to talk about what's been going on lately.
Yes, the past couple of days have been quite rough, but I'm managing.
So describe for us what life has been like for you since these riots have started.
Well, for the past couple of days, I've been terrorized by veterans of the U.S. Army constantly because I'm wearing a zoot suit and I'm Mexican, and I don't see why they're doing that. I'm quite worried.
So you own a zoot suit?
Yes, I do. I think they're quite fashionable, although U.S. citizens don't think so for some reason.
Do you think that the American people have something to fear from you?
No, I don't think they do. I'm just trying to make a living here through the Bracero program, trying to help my family back in Tijuana, my wife Rosa and her 13 kids. I'm also helping Americans overseas, making food, corn, plantains, rice for soldiers overseas.
So you like living in America?
Yeah, it's a lot different from Mexico. Mexico doesn't have much freedom, can't do as much things here, but in the United States, there's a lot more freedom. You can say anything you want, believe any religion you want, basically be yourself.
Are you afraid of potential violence that could be perpetrated against you?
Yes, I'm very, very scared. Since I'm living in California right now, in the Evergreen Estates, I know that there's a lot of tension right now between the Mexicans and the United States because I'm taking the jobs of the soldiers overseas, and I understand that I'm taking their jobs, but I'm also helping. I think I should be treated as well as anyone else.
Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for this interview. Good luck and be safe.
Thank you.
This concludes our program. For all Mexican Americans trying to make a living out in California or anywhere, be safe out there. Don't wear zoot suits and try not to attract attention until this all blows over. I'm sure you'll all be fine. For CBS News, I'm Richard Hummel. Thank you, and stay classy, United States.
Put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging.